Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 37 of our slow and immersive auto mode run of Baldur's Gate 3. We're back yet again with Krusk, our level 8, level 4 rogue assassin plus 4 levels of fighter champion, our custom character, who is now traveling together with Minthara, who is now a level 8, the Great Old One Warlock. And we have rescued Minthara, made an alliance, I guess, with her. Resolved to destroy the Absolute for what's done to Minthara. Krusk kind of just, I guess, fell under her influence. And then we've explored the Rythwind town a little bit here. We saw that there was something here, and we found some clues. We backtracked then through the Toll House, taking care of Gerengoth. We took care of, kind of explored the path that Krusk took on the way into Moonrise Towers. We then proceeded north, finding various clues as to, for Selenite resistance, with the first Justiciar Inquisitor, then with Potter, then with his brother here on Halfred, and final kind of evidence points at the Masons Guild. We even found a tower-shaped key to open something in there. But before we proceed, we did then go into Last Light Inn, obviously. We did save Isabel, so that's a significant event. The other significant event, I guess, is that in the first act, we did slaughter the Grove, so there are no tieflings here. In the previous episode, we kind of just explored the northern side here a little bit, kind of just tying things up. We did also defeat the Meanlocks, and we did also take a long rest in the previous episode. We didn't kind of clear this. We found the camp of some weirdo. No, I guess sorry, this is the camp. Yeah, found the weirdo who asked us to retrieve some sort of diary, the ledger, to punish the wicked. We might do that. We might not. I guess obviously we probably will. And so that's the story so far. Now, one caveat, guys, is that, I don't know, you saw a few episodes ago we had the cutscene with the Guardian, which I said ended abruptly. And I did some research, and that cutscene should have been longer, I think. Normally, the Guardian kind of tells you, oh, you took an unexpected route here through the Grove. You have much more dialogue. Now, I don't know, maybe it's because we went straight to Moonrise Tower. The dialogue also there tells you that, you should go to Moonrise Towers again. It's supposed to be a dialogue that I think triggers, I don't know, maybe after you enter through Grimforge, and then it makes sense. But given we've already been to Moonrise Towers, maybe it's because we got Minthara and we resolved to kill the Absolute. And maybe it's because we slaughtered the Grove. The Guardian is not too fond of us, but that dialogue cut off. To me, seemed like abruptly, but I kind of rolled along with it. Now, in the previous episode, when we took the long rest, the Ogres came, right? And the Ogres also cut off abruptly. We should have had a fight. I believe there should have been a fight with them because they came to collect payment. Again, I researched this to no end. It does seem like I found one post on Reddit basically from 2 years ago that there was a bug like this at some point. I am a little bit apprehensive that because we switched from patch 7 to patch 8 on the same save file, that there's something going on with camp cutscenes, which would be incredibly frustrating if we got a cutscene with Minthara, right? Because that's exactly what we're here for that storyline. Or future Guardian cutscenes that could cut off. Maybe it's the ones just in camp, maybe it's the ones outside of camp. I tried to find a solution. I reinstalled BG3, deleted level cache. I tried reinstalling the drivers for my graphics card. I've tried everything basically. I'm not sure that will help or not. I do think we have a few episodes before we actually hit a cutscene. Seems like the Raphael cutscene worked well, so we're gonna have to just bite the bullet and just keep playing. I've looked at Larian's forums. If anyone reported similar thing, they didn't. It is possible that Guardian dialogue, was just cut short because of the way we've laid out the story so far. It's possible that the Ogres did not fight because the reality is we didn't really not pay them. We actually summoned them to fight the Bulette. The Bulette then burrowed underground, and they ran away because we were invisible at the same time. So they could never really do the dialogue with us. So maybe it is a bunch of triggers that aren't working correctly. I really, really hope so. I really hope that the game isn't just messed up, but I kind of kept agonizing over it. But then I thought, okay, maybe those two aren't working out the way it should be, because everything else in the game is working. I've reinstalled everything. I've verified the files. I don't know, I haven't seen anyone else report this on Larian forums. It's been over a week since patch 8 was out. Probably almost 2 weeks. So, yeah. With that said, let's go ahead and keep exploring. Now, we actually forgot to explore this little area of Last Light Inn. Let's go ahead and finish that. The only other thing that's changing between episodes is that, as you can see, I've dyed Krusk black and Jade green. I think that looks better than the Harlequin white. And I dyed all of Minthara's clothing indigo. I think her cape could maybe benefit from a less acidic purple. But otherwise, I think she looks good. Okay, what are these guys? Okay, there's just some mugwort. We can just grab from under their nose, and yeah, there was a chest here. Harper, Lysandra. Okay, let's maybe talk to them to see if there's any interaction.
Watch our back, and we'll watch yours.
No. Okay, not much there. Okay, well, let's get out. We do have 2 short rests, but we still have a spell on Minthara. I think we'll be fine. We still have action surge on Krusk. So all we're really missing is health.
Just about.
But I think we should be okay. Potion. We always want to consume things with Krusk anyway. I guess we did buy the Periapt, to be honest. I don't like, as you know. Okay, so I think it's in camp anyway. Fine. Yeah, I guess at this point though, you know what? We're gonna kind of have to, because we're running out of healing potions. It's just not something I like to manage, if I'm really honest. Periapt. Come on, we do have a Periapt. It must be in one of our bags. Come on. Must be. We did buy the Periapt, didn't we? Did we not buy the Periapt? Did we? Did we not? Did we actually not buy it? Oh, no way. No, there it is. There it is. We have the Periapt. So why is it? Oh, maybe I was misspelling it. Okay. Let's get out of camp. Just quickly heal up in between. You know, I don't like doing that.
Do we have a target?
Oh, come on. This, where is it? That will be at 61 HP. We should be okay with that. Right. Krusk. Yeah, we should be okay with that. And with this, we can proceed.
Can't slow down.
Proceed and investigate these Shadowlands. Now. What do we have here? We have vision cones. And yeah, we do have the Shadow Curse Shambling Mound. Level 9. Fire resistance. Do we have arsonist oil? Yes, we do. Coat your weapon in oil that strips targets that are resistant to fire damage. Their resistance targets that are immune to fire are unaffected. Then all that just can devour any creature that is restrained and steeping in its digestive juices. Well, Krusk can't be restrained because of Ring of Free Action. Legendary action, Wretched Growth. If a creature ends its turn within 5 meters of the Shambling Mound, it takes 3 to 30 necrotic damage. Now, we actually, both of us have necrotic resistance now from Blessing of Selune. So there is that. Perfect Sentry, can't be surprised. See in the dark, so yeah. Tangle Vine. 4 many creature making melee attack against melee. Against this mess of writhing vines may become entangled. Yeah, it's impossible. So, has advantage of saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So we can get in. I mean, we can't surprise it, obviously. So we're gonna have to kind of start the fight here, gather them all up, then maybe retreat up to here, put a nice maybe wall of fire and burn all of this, all of these things. They have necrotic resistance, but they also have perfect sentry. Don't know resistance to fire. Can't be surprised. Superior dark vision, target line form. Well, Krusk is gonna need to frontline this, right? Like there isn't really any other way. Yeah, there's lots of them, right? They're all gonna kind of jump on us. There's probably a few in the back here. Yeah, I think separate these guys out, to be honest. Let's board, shall we? Hang on. Minthara, this
Follow those.
should have said something in or Elvish or whatnot. Now, I guess these guys aren't gonna hide. It is gonna be like too dark on all that nonsense. Potentially. But we do get advantage if they are obscured, so Krusk kind of wants to be in the dark. We also get the crit chance. Whereas Minthara probably wants to hang around here. What can Minthara do for us? Cloud of Dagger. Yeah, she'll probably maintain like a wall of fire. Right? Wall of fire is good here. Yeah, I think so. There we go with the wall of fire.
Keep my head down. On my way.
How do we open this up in the best way possible? This is where... yeah, this is where that... I mean, we can't be surprised, but at least, you know, we can still get our action and bonus action renewed. You know, so that's something else we need to like, keep in mind. But Krusk can get that ring, get some invisibility, and then just come in here. Attack this whole thing. Will these at least be surprised? The little ones? Perfect sentry. No, none of these can be surprised. Okay, well, let's just unload on the Shadow-Cursed Vine. Right, I mean, we could actually unload on this guy, but then we can't really run away. So I think we attack the Shadow-Cursed Vine Blight. Or we could even walk up to this guy and hit him. Then how do we extricate ourselves from there? Well, nobody knows about that. I guess that's that invisibility ring. We need to keep that handy all the time. We could even, well, yeah, we could put on the hat, do an invisibility, and so on. But I like the 10 turns. That's all we really need to do. Well, I mean, even 2 turns is enough here. If we could just put the right hat on, put the different hat on. I mean, I hate it, but I mean, it's the same as drinking a potion, really. We get in here, we stab this guy, and then we run, right? We will be the first in initiative. Minthara can come and kind of maybe help us with something. But yeah, let's turn dual wielding on. Let's right, put like Shadow Elements of Baranzan.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Right, here we go. Yeah. Wow. Okay, kind of had to act quick there, guys, but look at that damage we did. This thing is down to 4 HP. Wow. 13, 24. Let's just have a look. With advantage, yeah, we rolled 6 piercing plus 5 strength. Plus 2. Yeah, max roll on this. 5 poison with a reroll. 24 on the crit, because it's triple. Look at that, we did 13, to be honest, 24 on a crit. We did 12 on a 2 die 6 piercing. We rolled it 6 and 6, guys. Wow. Plus 1, plus 5, plus another 6. Oh my god, this is literally the max roll, guys. That is literally our max roll. Right? Yeah, we rolled 3 die 6. And we rolled 18. Yeah. Nice. So this is absolute max roll. And then we re-rolled. Yeah, I guess the sneak attack was a little 6 times 4, 24. Middling. And that's fine. I mean, if the first one was a crit, that would have been better. But how did this roll 13? 6. Yeah, we could have added another 12 to it, right? If we did the crit. If this was a crit, yeah, we'd roll another. Potentially 12 would be 25. Plus 1. Ah, yeah, because this one has a plus 1 because it's over the offhand, just the normal short sword. Okay, well, Some pretty good rolls. Turn dual wielding offhand. Still have our action. I think time to run, really. Right, we could obviously just come here and slam one of these guys. We have action surge still. Hamstring shot on this guy, maybe. The thing is, we kind of want this guy to come. Right. And the little guys will die from the wall of fire, right? It's really this guy that matters. Low ground, really? Well, we still have advantage, it's still 94%, I mean. What is this? Dipped in poison, yeah. The cow is it while obscured, while we're obscured, yeah. So we need to be obscured. Yeah, but the thing is, this target is not obscured, so we don't get the knife of the Adamantine King. Or do we? Yeah, we get this advantage from assassinate initiative, but not from our blade. This guy, yeah, we get. Yeah, there's no low ground penalty. Okay. We could hit this guy. We'll try and kite them in. This is the danger. Luck of the Far Realms. No, let's leave that for a melee attack, right? Immune to piercing damage, but he was hamstrung. Alright. Could end our combat, but
With caution.
let's get over here. What can Minthara do for us? Surely she can do something. It'd be nice if she had the Helmet of Arcane Acuity, but we'll go get that. We'll go get that shortly. Oh, you know what she could also get? Yeah, she could do a slow. Anger Pada is not bad, but yeah, I think it's the Wall of Fire here is the thing. I mean, we could also Everett Black Tentacle this whole thing. Alright. Make it difficult to we just shoot them from afar, keep blasting them back. Things were kind of a low ground, maybe we'll do that later. Could she do like 2 shots? Sarah's got a lot in her toolkit. Like outside normal range and all of that, but still 95% though. Is this the best use of her time? These things aren't vulnerable to anything though. Yeah, they're not. So like a chromatic orb would be nice. It's not. Ray of Sickness. Yeah, we don't want to fight them here. We want them to come here in this narrow gap and like set them all on fire and just be done with them. I guess we just do a double shot, but even this though. No, to be honest, if we just wanted damage, right? Oh wait, do we actually have light? Yeah, we do have light on the sword. Okay, so we kind of need to be careful about that. Oh, it is too far. What do we do, guys? What do we do? Okay, well, actually, we don't need to. Yeah, we could just stay like this. Right, and blast. They have dark vision, so I think they'll see us. Okay. Yeah, let's just blast these two. Oh, although, no, hang on. Blast this thing. The Far Realms. Just do 20 damage, win initiative.
Onward.
Fall back, right? grinding on our boy.
Well, so much for peace.
Yeah, we got an extra 1.5 meters. It's interesting, it's a lot more than 1.5 meters. Why is that? Which moves with degrees by 1.5 meters per turn remaining, I think, right? And his next weapon. Yeah, this must be per turn remaining, because he just got like about 4.5 meters, not 1.5. That's for sure. And we're burning and poison. Gentlemen. And we put a wall of fire right here. Yeah, adhesive whip. Saved. Get out of here. Okay, well, we do a wall of fire like so, right? Oh. Dead harpers as well. Jesus.
My victims.
Alright, well, I mean, come on. This could be the biggest cloud of daggers, guys, you've ever seen. To be honest, a cloud of daggers is free. Right? Right. Or it could be the biggest wall of fire, we'll see. Because this guy is resistant. If we kind of... Yeah, if Krusk stands here, they will have to walk into it. And I think they will. Because it's AI, right? Piercing. I mean, are they resistant? No. No. And the boss. Piercing immunity. Ouch. Piercing immunity. Ooh, this is something to consider, though. This is something to consider. Piercing immunity, guys. Wow. Okay. So what is Cross gonna do exactly?
Nothing will stand in my way.
Since he's a fighter, you know, I don't... Well, if we were packing a weapon like a maul, it's not inconceivable that, you know, to get the job done, he would just take like a massive thing. He is proficient because he's a fighter and he's pretty massive, so I think he knows how to use a hammer. So it is conceivable, but I would like you'd have to kind of prep or switch it out during the fight. But okay, I didn't actually notice this at the start, so. I think we burn these things now. The thing is like. Yeah, the thing is with. Average Black Tentacle is a strength save, right? 20 strength. 18 strength, yeah. Piercing damage. That thing is completely immune to piercing. Let's see. Wall of fire. We can always like move, but basically this is how it would be. Kind of like so. We're gonna get all of these. Let's sort of start from here. They would have to run through it once, but they won't necessarily like stand in it. If they move through, Minthara could blast them over to the other side, and Krusk could kind of block them this way. Cloud of Dagger, I mean, this whole situation. Minthara can then blast this thing with Magic Missile and Eldritch Blast. Well, since we are going to be blasting it with Eldritch Blast, well, it's resistant to fire. The Krusk, if he applies Arsonist Oil on his daggers, then okay, he's not really going to do any damage, like, with either his bow or this. I'm not sure what Krusk is going to do here. Nothing, really. Alright, he's all piercing, so... Oh yeah. And should have brought something else. There's so much. Okay, we can do like smoke powder bombs maybe.
Let me strike.
Sometimes the only way out is.
Okay, it's fine. He can deal with the Shadow Cursed Vine Blight. Right, and Minthara is gonna have to deal.
Yes.
We put it in the middle, and Krusk
Still breathing.
Steps away a tiny bit and kind of holds this gap. I don't think there's a way to go around him in this scenario. Right? Without not stepping on this thing. In fact, if we started from here. Right, we kind of move this wall of fire like so. Tara can walk a little bit forward, right? That guy doesn't look like he wants to. But once these guys die, they will explode, and the whole thing explodes. And like it's all over, really. This thing is resistant to fire, so it's only going to take half. But we're going to blast it into that fire so many times that it will regret it. Take not a lot. Not a whole lot. Okay, Krusk can still do an offhand here. Six. Okay, I'm not using Flux for that. Oh, that was a big mistake. A big mistake. I didn't think that they would quite die all like that. Should have just taken a shot at them. We do have that action surge as well, by the way. Big mistake. Let's throw these spider eggs on this guy. Krusk should present himself as like the target that's gonna block this whole thing, right? So he should kind of be standing around here so that they stay in the fire if they do come close. We should have healed actually, to be honest. I think we're gonna... Oh, having said that, we should be okay.
On your command.
Keyword is should be. I don't think I've really planned this out very well, and that was a really, really bad move. This thing is wet. How's it wet? I think we've discussed that before. Okay, well, Minthara definitely needs to be like, you know, sort of like out of here. Sort of like back here, right? That's where she needs to be.
I will not fail.
What now?
And Krusk, I think, is going to have to use his action surge. Throw a healing potion, really, because otherwise we're a little bit dead here. I mean, I treat this as a drinking a potion, so.
I thirst for combat.
Okay, well. Okay, took 1 damage. Nope. It's around. Okay. Okay, that's sort of fine.
Ready for battle.
Thara is going to, this is 10 to 25, but she's got Eldritch Blast. This thing is burning.
Yes.
Thara kind of has to get the right approach. Oh, really? Come on. Come on, Minthara. Come on. Really, on an offhand, 6 plus 4, of course. Of course.
Come on, can't stay idle.
This gentleman, like a real problem now, because I don't know, maybe try and make this thing. We don't want it to. The thing is like we don't want to be thrown into this wall of fire ourselves. Should be okay here. We want this thing to like sort of come for us, right? Yeah, there we go. Fire. Ooh. Whoa.
Not how I died.
Whoa. Okay.
Fresh orders.
Right, games are over, ladies and gentlemen. We do have Misty Step to get out of here. Jesus. We can do psychic damage as well. Okay, jokes are over right now. How's it immune to piercing? It is immune to piercing. You know what we're gonna do? Okay, time to no, this isn't even like a joke anymore, guys. Alright.
Where do I go from here?
Time for Crust.
This is worth the cost.
Okay, this thing is gonna hit us hard. Okay, we gotta
Yes.
get away, first of all. We're gonna blast this thing with Hunger of Hadar, and we're gonna run. We can also blast it with some psychic damage. No, but we need to like slow it down and push it back in here. We do have some movement. Oh dearie me, this is getting extremely spicy all of a sudden. This is awful.
Another fight.
I'm not even joking. Okay, well, he can heal. And yeah, it's no time for crits. Like I said, he can do this because he's crusted, right?
Fresh orders.
Hadar. Krusk might actually be pulled in it, but as long as Minthara is not in it, kind of good, I guess. Right, if this thing can't see Minthara, we're good.
Never a dull moment.
And I hope it can't. Try and kind of stay here, present ourselves as the better target. No, actually, I'm going to try and run so that if it pulls us, pull us back to the distance. So this is fine.
Unleash.
Okay, Minthara. Need this Eldritch Blast now. 60%. Why is it 60%? Too dark or what? We actually got a plus on it. Critical hit and Mists is frightened. Oh, is it within the darkness still though? Yes. Kinda looks. Oh, what is that? Bonus action? Yep.
Taking up position.
Okay, we cannot be pulled by it.
This is all that matters.
Man. Okay, what do? We need to make it like move through this whole thing. Right? And we need to present Krusk as like the... Yep, let's heal. Let's kind of... Let's make it... Hopefully it moves within. Oh, it's frightened, so he can't even move. What am I doing? It actually is frightened. Okay, it's not frightened
I
anymore.
thirst for combat. A wise move.
Okay, Minthara again. You know what, I don't want... Okay, well, we need to forget that Luck of the Far Realm is super powerful in Minthara because it triggers that mortal reminder. Okay, I really need to stop being as complacent as I am. Okay, 10 damage. And we're healing potions, but I also don't want to
Blood comes easy these days.
die. Now, how's this thing like still going for us? Let's try and avoid it. Do we just get in there and like deal with it? Right, maybe that's the answer. Because we're just kind of chipping away like 4 damage at a time. Okay, it's got some acid
Let me
damage.
strike.
Well, this worked out really well because it had nothing to do. Now, another crit. Nice.
Right away.
Okay, let's kind of
I won't give in.
stand back. Well,
My victims wait.
Tara's gonna give herself soul binding. On her, I guess, crossbows, just in case this thing. Okay, it couldn't attack us a turn ago, right? So it can't attack us now. Yeah, still can't attack us. Still frightened. Still taking that
Your
damage.
command.
Oh.
Understood.
Don't really want to. 42%. Crit. It's frightened again. Oh, saved from auto reminder. Succeeded. DC is 16. Yeah, I rolled 17. Ugh.
It's ever easy.
Fine. Rolling this guy. It did take, what, 3 cold damage. It took 5 acid damage.
Ready for battle. A bold
Tara's back.
maneuver.
Again, critical hit from M. And Tara is upset. I can tell you guys, she is
What now?
not having any of this. Oh, we pushed it out of the whole thing.
Your command. I seek an advantage.
Come on, Minty. It's too far. We might have to come in a little too close, to be really honest, though. Woof! 24. So branding though. Yeah, that definitely looks like 1.5 meters per turn remaining. Okay, it's gonna walk in there. Right in the middle of this whole thing. Oh, it's almost all of it. Ooh. Alright. Krusk.
Time to push my luck again.
Oh, tell me you can get in there. Oh, okay, fine. We're gonna need to jump. Charge. I don't think I need it. There we are. Oof. Well, that was way harder than I thought it would be, guys. Yeah. Krusk can do this. You know, that's another reason to pick a fighter with the assassin. Because, you know, there may be times... To be honest, he should be the one wielding Fala Aluve, because... Yeah, or... I mean, we could also jump back to Kresh Yellig and buy Lathander's Wrath. The other finesse longsword. Because maybe that should be his backup. Or he can sometimes wield Fala Aluve. And, you know, Minthara can take the Cruel Sting. That's also very thematic for a drow.
Let's move.
But anyway, that was... Yeah,
We are rested enough.
exactly. I think that was tough. Ironwood Club. Okay, but we did it. Ooh, sorry. We did it. Okay, just like bark. Bunch of this and that.
No traps, please. Light on my feet. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Oh, just shake. Oh, come on, Minthara, come on.
At your command.
All's well that ends.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely tougher than I thought it would be, if I'm honest. Yeah, with their pulls. Pretty tough. Although, I wonder what their pull was. Wasn't that a constitution saving throw? Like, how did... It must be a strength. Yeah, it must probably be a strength. Oh, let's just see, where was that? Fire, and then the fire damage would have stopped. time Minthara stopped concentrating wall of fire. Minthara failed the saving throw against Shadowcross Shambling. Yeah, but it doesn't say DC 18 and she rolled a 1. It didn't really say.
No one's stopped me yet.
Okay, we have a key here, a torch, and a skeleton ragged diary. This book is redolent with the enticing smell of paper and ink. Fool me to think I'd fare better than the other treasure hunters in this god's cursed wasteland, but the promise of a cursed beast as a trophy was a temptation I couldn't leave behind. Bloody needle blights took me by surprise, though I'm not sure how. How could I have expected anything less? It's all so much worse than I imagined. Found a key up here, but unless it unlocks a chest full of water and sunlight, I've no use for it. But it doesn't. We are Ring of Self-Immolation. Jeez. Let yourself on fire to gain heat. Vengeful fire takes 1 to 4 damage, but can use heat convergence. Yeah, I guess doesn't really work in game, it seems. Okay, like the 3rd level tooltip. Okay. Well, we got 200 XP, and I guess a bit more XP from that, so we're making our way through level 8. Yeah, but it does show how much staying power we have, though, at the same time. We're kind of a mess. Oh, come on, Minthara. Not a countryside girl. Ooh. That's for sure. Okay, we've come through there, haven't we? Yeah, this is the entrance to the... This is the entrance to the Rythwin village. Whereas what we really want to is to go over here and check this out.
Hells. The curse has torn open the ground itself.
Yeah.
Anything of use?
Good. I'm gonna stop where.
No fun. All I wanted was to play.
I'm gonna stop using, I guess, the Githyanki amulet. Not gonna use the Shield of Thorns right now. Or do I use the... Sorry, not the Githyanki, starting with the Guidance amulet. Oh, I don't know. Kind of torn. I really hate this, like, switching back and forth, as you know, guys. Should we just leave it?
Yes.
Can't give up now.
I'm sure we'll just give it a go. I feel like it's more interesting without the Guidance amulet, to be honest. Fine, let's just go for it.
At the ready.
Good Yankee warrior. Got a root attack.
Might be useful.
Did hear a voice though. Another dead Githyanki warrior.
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me?
Play. This is no place for a child, if that's even what you are. Don't startle people like that. Easy way to wind up killed by mistake. Exactly, that's what Cross would say.
Killed! Nobody dies around here, silly. Not like that. Play with me, and you'll see for yourself.
Study the boy, trying to understand his true nature. Not really, we're not really much about Arcana. You want to play? Fine. Don't you have anyone else to play with? Oh, I don't have time for this. That's what Krusk would say. I mean, he's an urchin himself, but I mean, I don't think he's a softy type.
Make time. I want to play. Or else.
We're done here. I feel like, you know, a duo of, yeah, Krusk and Minthara, like, there is no scope for 1 and 2. Like, we're done here. Oh, look at that. Mummy, daddy, and a dog.
Come on, can't stay
Alright.
idle.
Oh, this guy's, man, resistant. Poison immunity, necrotic, Jesus. Mummy on this side, also 87. Oh, it's extinguishing malice. Nearby lights are extinguished in the presence of this creature's roiling darkness. Jesus. It's a dog. Also, Shadow Veil. While lightly or heavily obscured, the Shadow Mastiff is resistant to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage, Shadow Blend. But its shadows become invisible. Knock down jaws, so she can prone. Yeah, these enemies are like especially dangerous for us because they're the only thing that can throw Minthara off of her concentration.
Well, so much for peace.
I guess we get away from these and get onto Mummy, and right, if we attack her while while those guys come closer, it should be okay. Boom. We rolled a crit already. That's a sneak attack crit. We could action surge here, but we got our spell slots. I'm not sure. Is there anything we could do with our spell slots here? This and whispers. See, we're kind of we're a little bit of a desynchronized from Krusk because his action surge, you kind of want to use that pretty much all the time. Whereas
Nothing important is ever easy.
I don't know if he has two really turned on. Whereas, sorry, whereas. Oh, I could actually. Oh, she doesn't have enough movement, really. Okay, we could kind of jump here and then hit it with a rush attack and then attack again. Should have really. Well, we'll go give ourselves soul branding, to be honest. Right, and then yeah, move here and then attack. I think she will extinguish. This thing will extinguish the light on us. But we can do dancing lights later, maybe. Yeah, if we need to. Okay. Maybe this is the way. Right. Do this. Oh, she can just barely not get
Right
there.
away. Lilala.
Oh, come on. Okay, 15 damage. Not too shabby. Let's go kind of this side, as far away from that dog we can possibly get. Extinguished lights, yeah. Ooh, Krusk just goes to sleep, but not Minthara, because Minthara is she has the Fey resistance, whatever. She's got an elf background. This is not good. And this thing's got that whole Vile Oblivion. Minthara needs to kill her urgently. For that, we're going to need this. Give us a crit, Minthara, come on. Yeah, there you are. Mate, Krusk. Really not impressing Minthara right now. Actually pretty upset with you, if I'm honest. But you know what? Not sure if they don't have ranged attacks, so we're gonna kind of just hang back here, maybe. Maybe actually let's protect him while he's sleeping. This guy comes close, but not close enough. The dog might get to us. 18, they rolled 22 in Tropic War. Oh, get out of here. Okay, we do need a light source. Oh, this guy. Get up. We can help. That's an action, right? Or shove. It's gonna shove him like towards. Ooh, Drama Fairy Fire. Let's give him light turn visible. We know this thing is somewhere here. Right. So it can bite us, so we need to wake this guy up first. Yeah, okay, he's up from sleeping. Let's find the target. Okay.
No choice but to keep
Krusk.
going.
Get in there. So, yep, just run up to this thing. We got advantage. Roll the 27, a 14. Luck of the Far Realms. Let's save it. Oh, that's unfortunate. No crits. Yeah, neither. Well, this is a crit, but this could have caused the Call of the Weak armor. 1 HP away from Call of the Weak.
On your command.
Sorry, you got.
Another fight.
To be honest, I think here it kind of makes sense to just do action. So there's not, without extra attack, it's not too valuable just yet. So let's just finish this guy.
Let me strike.
So that was a good use of it.
I seek an advantage.
Minthara can kind of stand here.
Where do I go from here?
This gentleman. Ooh. Oh, that's the Fairy Fire. Is that in an area where it was casted? If this guy comes to us, will he be in Fairy Fire as well? I wonder. Maybe this is why he doesn't want to come through. No, this isn't the time. Boom. It's fine. Concentration throw successful though. Oh, come on. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is big. Oh,
For a dull moment.
mate,
Here we go again.
took a wrong turn. Look at that. Far Realm. It's not a crit, unfortunately. Come on. 11. No crits. Going into bleeding and such. Let's put this guy here. If he runs away, we'll get him. Fine, we'll save our spell slots, right? We don't. Whoa. Good amount of crits coming out of Minthara, though. Ooh, get out of here.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Another step forward.
Oh, where is this boy? He's in trouble. Interesting. Oh, this isn't light. No, wait, hang on. So this is all dark.
What now?
Even though Minthara is concentrating on Fairy Fire, all targets within the light turn visible and attackers can have advantage. But look, it doesn't actually produce light itself. That is pretty cool. Other than like maybe some objects.
Have a lot on my mind.
Now let's find this guy.
Well, in it.
He's about to
Keep going.
get some punishment. Where is he? Where is he?
Maybe I need more pockets. Bet I can crack that open.
Ring of Mental Inhibition. When a foe fails a saving throw against one of your spells or actions, they gain mental fatigue. The guarantee has -1 penalty to Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma saving throws for every turn remaining, so -2 when it fails a Wisdom, Intelligence, or Charisma saving throw, which I'm not sure when that happens, or when you cast a spell on them. Saving throw while having 5 or more turns of this condition remaining. The entity is 1 to 4 psychic. I mean, come on, like, who made these items? The entity takes 1 to 4 psychic damage and is no longer mentally fatigued. when so they need to fail a saving throw. They need to do that, you know. Well, you need to do that 3 times to get 6. Now they obviously lose probably like 1 for No, they gain. It doesn't say anything about losing this. Okay, so they say they fail your saving throw 3 times. They get -6, and if they fail it a 4th time, they take 1 to 4 psychic damage. Really. I mean, I'm sure maybe there is like some sub-niche build, but not sure about these types of items. Okay, where is this boy? I want to find him. Is he invisible again?
Fresh orders.
Hang on, where is the... I guess we already used the light ring. Haven't we? Guess we have used it already. Oh, by the way, the one thing we didn't do is we didn't do the necromancy.
Moving in.
Do that now. Just hang on. Let's just find this boy.
By my oath.
Detect invisibility. Krusk has perception. Detect. Do we have detect? Oh, see. Scroll of see invisibility. Cast spell on Krusk. He's got. Can we see this guy? This boy, can I find him again?
Open up.
Okay, I was wondering if maybe that was the thing. Oh, fine, nothing. Just a weird boy living by himself here. Shame, but... You know, he got what was coming to him. Alright, almost up on the hour, but I think we can go ahead and explore the Mason's guild here. We can even take the scenic route and actually...
These things have stayed interesting.
The shadow first lands.
So that's progress.
Shame we couldn't find him. Could get a decent amount of XP, I guess, right? 180, 50 for the dog, and 180. Yeah, that's wow. That's a pretty good experience. Right, this is where we wanted to go. Heavy oak doors.
See that symbol on the ground? This was a mason's guild.
Oh, who's this?
That explains the unfinished statues. The impaled skeletons, not so much.
Love it. Gorilla. Who is she? I always wonder who this is. And we're just like, oh, she's green. And we just like jump next to her.
Gods, what's that smell? Sulfur? Bizarre.
Gone. Gorilla. I mean, sulfur. Kind of thinking there was something. I think it was the woman that was at the telescope in the grove. She said we smell like sulfur because we're from Avernus or something.
Here we go.
You from Avernus?
Let this be a warning. Those who defy Shah's will shall suffer darkness without her blessing.
No.
Let this be a warning. Those who defy Shah's will shall suffer darkness without her blessing.
Okay. We know there was selenite resistance here. Box skin recipe.
mason, his bones and lies exposed. A pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures.
Okay. This arm kit. Burning hands. These tools. We'll take that.
What's in here?
Oh, yeah. Ornate wooden hatch. Something Krusk always likes to see. Bit more than meets the eye. Barrels. Okay, I'll run through and kind of loot these.
That's curious.
Shaped key. Note from the mason. Congratulations on finding this place, thief, but your journey ends here. No, it does not. We warned about some chests. As I move past the chest, don't touch the chest. Reinforced gilded chest.
Something over there.
It's kind of all. Okay, I think this looks like these walls are sort of moving, so we'll probably get like locked in there, but let's try. Surely we can disarm it without a sleight of hand. Easy, 18. We'll get +5 and more. 4, 5, 18. Just about. Just about. Nice. Okay. Open this door, grab Minthara. There we do see. I do think it's a bit game. I feel like there should be more ambushes in the game. Like these guys are clearly trying to ambush. And so the fact that you can press shift and like see vision cones, I feel like it's a little bit, you know, or there should be, yeah, there should really be a perception check for things like this, I think. I guess it won't be fun if you got surprised all the time. People probably, you know, prepare for it. But at the same time, yeah, I think it would be more fun. Like I would walk into this if it was, but since we can see it, I can't really justify just walking in there. Krusk is definitely always aware of any sounds, like these howling sounds, this and that, and so he would be aware of this wraith, for example. The way he would deal with it is he would get his ring of invisibility, right? Come there and open up on it, take it out, and then we got like the rest of these Minthara.
I can kill with a whisper.
Love it. What to do? Just love it. Okay, well let's get that invisibility, right? Right. I think so.
Invisible.
Promise.
These boots have seen everything.
Right. See this gentleman go and explore. They're not immune to poison, are they? These things. No, they are immune to poison, so don't really need to heal. Double strike. I have to like go around the back. You know. Yeah, I think we need to dual strike this thing again, or should one strike be enough? I think we need to dual strike it. There rolled a 16. Yeah. There you go. Critical hit. It is. I mean, they're all surprised. Next turn, we're gonna need to get to act. Right. These things. Krusk kind of huge. I guess at least, yeah, it's not too dark. It is kind of semi-obscure, so I don't think they're gonna go invisible.
Do not distract me.
I don't think so, right? I think so. Minthara will, however. Yeah, Tima's kind of still learning how to use her, guys, but you know, more and more I think she actually needs to be like right there with us in the melee. Right? Because otherwise for spells, I mean, what could she do right now that's actually good? I mean, we can wait for these guys to like gather around and then do a cloud of daggers. Right, that's always a good, solid option. Slow is obviously always a good option. It's kind of a bit overkill here. Poisonous, chromatic orb. What is this? Is it vulnerable to anything? Radiant. Yeah, we're not gonna get any radiant damage. Force. We could do a dissonant whisper psychic. Stop it from moving. Could always do this if Krusk was holding the other bow. Give him more damage on frightened creatures. You know, or she could just do 5 to 14. Yeah, she does more with the main hand attack. Arguably, she should have like been in there right now. But I mean, later, yeah, once we get this Helm of Arcane Acuity, which will be very shortly. Right. Yeah, we don't even need to frighten it with distant whispers, because if we get a crit on this thing, look at that. Oh, it's just a shadow. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't realize it was just a simple shadow, and she still wins initiative. By the way, I'm gonna keep her in the light. We're gonna move in close. Maybe we'll get these guys later. I just want to use our movement speed. Maybe we can get to these guys next turn. Yeah, we can still reach this guy. They're all gonna be surprised. Not an issue. Separate our attacks offhand. Yeah, that's enough. Main hand. Okay, it actually is dark in here, isn't it? No, it's okay. Tara, what can you do for us? Well, you can certainly do soul branding on this gentleman. Can you do soul branding on yourself and move him closer? No, I doubt it. She's got 9. This takes 14. Well, he just needs it for extra damage, whereas she... Potential. Okay, let's try this. There's a small chance she will actually... Yeah, she can actually get there. So if she can, why not? Right. Oof. Don't underestimate Sarah, ladies and gentlemen.
Have to keep going.
She's... Yeah, we need to kind of remember she's a very competent melee fighter. And most of the time she will be... Oh, it's a crit. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, so we need to kind of keep that in mind. Her crits matter. I mean, we're obviously not building her like a crit build, but... See these dancing lights. Oh, it's a whole action. Oops. Oh, wait, they're all up there.
Blood comes easy these days.
You know what? If we turn to our bow with Krusk, right, and then Tara gives us soul branding. Does that make his bow soul branded? Crit. This guy's unstoppable. But literally, we don't even need to go there.
I thirst for combat.
Just stand here. Doesn't know what to do. Surrender. Wait, what? Critical hit for 9. Oh, come on. 4 die 6 rolled a 2 on each. Oh, yeah, now Savage Attacker only, yeah, it only does it on melee attacks. Savage attacks real hit with a melee weapon. Yeah, you deal an extra dice of weapon damage. Well, alright, gentlemen. I think you're done here.
Can't give up now.
Okay.
A distant memory of a man stretching his back with a groan.
All's well that ends.
Another day of hauling masonry blocks done.
Okay. Alright, well, let's just loot this quickly because it's kind of like a one-way flow of
Never wanted an easy path.
This is like a one-way destination where we're gonna just loot this and get out. I don't wanna like come back here in between, harvest memory, this and that.
You need my
Dancing light is concentration.
Have a lot on my
That's a bit
mind.
frustrating.
Well, in it.
Makes it much higher.
Does my finger
Really don't feel
carry
that should
me?
be concentration, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, Mason's letter. Halfred, that's his brother, who was running the Last Light Inn. You're probably surprised that I'm writing, though no more surprised than me. You warned me of Thorm's malice, yet I took up hammer and trowel to build that cursed tower. You warned me of coming war, yet I built the prison that would contain his foes. You warned me. I did not listen. It is my deepest regret, and I must atone. I know more about the tower's construction than anyone, and possess innumerable tools and supplies besides. Gather your allies at Last Light, and let us devise a plan to infiltrate Moonrise. Ketheric plans for war. He expects to face halberds and staves in light of day. We will end him with a dagger to the back before he can so much as raise a blade. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope that you'll try. Morfred, your brother. Forgive him, yeah, well... There's another Mason's letter, silver plate. Okay, that's just a texture. Okay, well, okay, this I can always get. Let's do Mason's log. How quickly things change. The Thorns are Selûnite through and through, or so I believed. Perhaps Ketheric only converted from Melodia, and with her death and then his daughters, his faith died too. But to turn to Shar? It beggars belief. Ketheric's justiciars are growing greater in number and more determined to rout out any traces of Selûne in Reithwin. Why do they think this town was built? One cannot rip out the foundations of a building and expect it to remain standing. Brother and I remain the last two bastions of Our Lady of Silver in the town. A few... Okay, Brother and I is Halfred and Morfred, right? A few, and the trusting few, come to worship in secret by moonlight nights. Others, converts all, whether they truly believe, I cannot say. Impossible, isn't it? Sick of standing idle while justiciars gain power in our humble town. What will become of us if we allow it? I met a man who was no man, touched by a devil. Who was no man, touched by a devil, or maybe worse, but he offered me something I couldn't refuse. Help. The time is now. Ketheric's justiciars, their stronghold in the temple below, they will be wiped out. All of them. I didn't ask how. I just want them gone. Let the Harpers have it. Ketheric now. They'll make short work of him. Oh, complete nice. Okay, 100 XP. Okay, more silver plates. A gilded chest.
Come on,
Perception failed. This is gonna blow up in our face. Surely not. Oh, yes it is. There you go. Helmet of Arcane Acuity. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, you gain Arcane Acuity for 2 turns. Ladies and gentlemen, if this works the way I think it does, it is officially all over. Kinda cool, to be honest. But no. We do lose, unfortunately, initiative. Interesting. Like, I thought, you know, when I was composing the build, I thought this was absolutely OP. If we do our dual strike with our crossbows, right, out of darkness, where we have Devil's Sight, you know, we gain 4, right? And then we gain 4 acuity. We spend a turn, right? We lose 1. So we get net of 3 per turn. Or we could get 3 on 1 turn, then we do offhand. That gives us another 2. So we get 5, and then we can cast something. So it gives us 5 spell DC, guys. So like if we spend the first turn or 2 building that up, you know, we can cast things like Dominate Beast, or like Hold Person, Hold Monster, and actually get it and actually land it and then hold it without it, you know, with that, because I think that additional DC counts towards holding the spell. And as she will shoot more and more, she'll continue like shooting. She'll gain 10 Arcane Acuity and keep it there. Super strong, I think. We do, however, give up. You know, that one initiative is kind of doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually is. Like, she's been doing really well on initiative. She only has +4. Yeah, but she will start drinking Elixir of Vigilance, and to be honest, will compensate for that. So the one initiative won't matter that much. The one DC is kind of nice, but you know, and it is baseline, like it's just there all the time. We'll see. We'll see if it's worthwhile building that up and then kind of releasing that Arcane Acuity. I think it is, because her spells, you know, she's going to get some really crazy control type spells. Minthara, I mean, not the great old one, Warlock. They get some crazy spells. Here.
That's curious.
Button. Let's open this up. You know, all of this I can loot in between. I'll report back if there's anything particularly interesting we found. Let's just get these. Elixir of Dark Vision. Scroll of Knock. This guy's self-mist is darkness. Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't think if there's any flavor, I'll read it in the next episode, guys. I'll loot all of this in between as well. I'll report back what we found. But otherwise, I think let's end this episode here. I think that was productive.
Looking ahead.
We are, yeah, very nicely, very much, you know, progressing with that level 8. We still have Wraithwind to explore fully and then descend into the Mausoleum. Hopefully get to level 9 before we have to, you know, face Act 2 in earnest. But I think this is enough for now. We'll explore, I think, the House of Healing next, right? Because that's where our color sent us. That's kind of the next thematically coherent, logical exploration point. Yeah, but until then, thanks very much for joining me yet again. I really hope the save file is not messed up, guys. I'm so afraid that it might be because of this patch 8. Either they will do a hotfix. I mean, I hope we won't have to like delay any episodes. I mean, there's a small possibility I'm gonna have to replay this whole thing off screen with like a clean patch 8 save. And that's something I'm really afraid of. I mean, it just takes time, you know. Like the way I would do it is I would just go with Krusk, like stack up barrels, blow up key bosses, and like just do it quick. I mean, the main event is that we massacred the Grove. That's all possible. We did pass some nice dialogue checks with Thara, so obviously I don't want to do that, but I'll do it if I have to, because otherwise I'm just so apprehensive that we're gonna get like a cool cutscene and it's gonna get cut off, and there's nothing I can do about that. So yeah, hoping that doesn't happen. Really hoping it doesn't happen. Let me know, guys, if you ever heard of that bug like that. Maybe it gets resolved by the time I actually release this episode, maybe not. Anyway, I hope it should be okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.